Hi neighbors, welcome to Miracle Farm 1927 Homestead Kitchen. I got a little story to tell you today. I'm glad that you're here with us. We finish up washing up this jar, and I'll tell you what I've been looking for. So I told you I had a little story to tell you. So I've been looking for quite some time for a cream separator. I've been making yogurt and cheese and all the different things that you can make with goat's milk, but butter is something I've not been able to make because the fat molecules in the goat's milk just don't separate like it does in cow. So that's just something we've had to buy. So since it's been so long since I've been doing this, that I decided that it would be a good investment for our family, pass it down to the kids. So got all my money saved up, and so I really started looking, got on the computer and started looking, and they had all kinds of old types and new types and real expensive and kind of cheap, and some that looked like trash, and then some that looked like just plastic that you knew wasn't going to last. So, but as I was looking at them, they just, one of them kept standing out as being so familiar. And then I realized, I walked into my kitchen, and if you will look right over my shoulder, up on my hoosier, is a cream separator. Now, this cream separator probably doesn't work, but we are going to get it down. We're going to dust the cobwebs off of it. I forgot I had it. It's just like one of those things in the kitchen. You don't use it, so I clean it a couple times a year, and that's just about it. And just really didn't remember that I had it, and I knew that it probably doesn't work, and it probably doesn't. But let's get it down and see what will happen with it. So we will know whether to trash this one and get a new one, or see if this one will work. So join me while we see. We're going to get it started here. I'll pour some water in. Open it up. The water's coming out.
I don't know, it's got a leak somewhere it ain't supposed to have.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, we'll see what's wrong. Sounds like an airplane taking off.
I think we found the problem right here. It's got an O-ring here, and I'm sure it's probably 50 to 75 years old. So
I think it's a little dry.
yeah, it's dry, and you can tell it's all frayed up there. So I'll see what I can find. It's gonna be a big old O-ring to find, though. You ain't gonna find it nowhere but a specialty place, probably. I found the O-ring and about got it in. I'm just pressing it in the seat now, and we got the old one out. It was all deteriorated and flat on, just flat where it'd been in there.
Kind of brown, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got bad places in it. That's why it's leaking.
So you think that's going to take care of our leak?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, thank you, MacGyver Daddy.
You're welcome.
Oh, there goes the chickens. You think that's for them. So to give you an idea of how it looks like before I get started scrubbing on it, and it has already been rinsed off and water run through it. but it's still got the paint on the inside of the bowl, rusty pieces. The little plates look terrible. So we've got to get this thing back up to running order and clean. So now that we know that the little cream separator works and MacGyver has done his job in fixing the leak, I have got it soaking, because if you saw before, it has paint on it. That green paint. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, I've been having it soaking for a couple hours. This is just real old antique stuff, and I don't usually use these, but I'm getting out the old SOS pads, and I'm giving this thing a good and thorough scrubbing, and then I'm going to sterilize it after that so it can be ready to use. But I won't have to do this every time. This is just, you know, this was supposed to be just a thing to look at, but we found out that it can work, and we are going to go to town with it. Got started on scrubbing some of the pieces. Do those look like they're almost 100 years old? And I let this soak for a couple hours in really hot water, and this old paint is just kind of peeling off. It's going to take some elbow work because my fingernails are kind of wet now, but it looks like we're going to be able to get this off. All nice and shiny. No paint. It really came good and clean. I'm really surprised. Look at this flying dragon. Oh my goodness. Look at that beautiful fruit. And it's just getting soft. What a beautiful plant. Something else to harvest. So excited.